reminding me.
I love this question. As master say, I love this question. It's not a I know it's not a question.
Could you turn off your phone, your mic, brother?
It's not mine.
Okay. All right. Just let me. All right.
Yeah. No, not yet.
Okay. Can you see something?
Yes, but it's on presenter mode, so we can see your notes and stuff. So I think you want to switch it just to where we don't see all your notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the yes, like that.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Okay. Well, this one here, just let me. Okay, so Novice again. Welcome everybody. Today's we are going to dive into precept number 4, refraining from phone speech. And this precept is a part of the Buddha's teachings on how to communicate in a right way that fosters peace and harmony. Just both within ourselves and with other people. And by the end of this session, you will have a deeper understanding of what phone speech is and its causes and consequences, and how to practice right speech in your everyday life. Okay, so before we are going to talk in details, I just let me go through the channels. So the first one here is called warm up activities we haven't done with together, and then we come to just feedback on homework, and then just we are going to talk about the definitions, just of phone speech, and explores different types and understand the causes behind that. And afterward, we'll be working in a group to list some consequences of phone speech. And then we will also cover right speech and how to build good communication with this. Finally, and we will conclude, the lessons and assign homework to help you to integrate these teachings into your daily life. All right. So the first one here, I want to share with you just my feedback on your homework, on your reflection. Okay. So I'm sorry. Okay. So in terms of your reflections, your homework, in general, just all participants, just demonstrated a strong grasp of contemplations on the body's impurity and its moral and psychological impact. And the reflections, just reveal both experiential depth and intellectual understanding. And you are connecting direct to your meditative insight to ethical restraint, and particularly in the domain of in terms of sexual conduct. So about your trends in particular. Okay, let me tell you something in details. For example, I from my remember what I can remember, and Sandra's and just Amina, I just okay, and skillful link moral conduct with mental purification. That's very good point. I can see from your writings and your reflection. Thank you so much for that, Sandra and Amina. And the next one, I just see something about the Hernings and Bella showed clarity in understanding impermanence, of the bodies and antidotes to desire. Okay, that's very good point as well. So, and about Shu's writing, I can see that it's demonstrating, consistencies in practice and something like a very deep understanding of empathies. Yes, very deep points about Buddha teaching, emptiness, and dukkha arising from sense or craving. All right. So, because I don't have enough time to read and to read. Okay, of course, I haven't read all the writings, but actually, I can remember all of them exactly. But in general, I think all the reflections express sincerity and compassion, particularly through merit and dedications and mindful awareness of others. Okay, so I really love to just read and to learn a lot from your writing as well. All right. So and then just about areas of for growth, I think some reflections could just deepen the connection between meditations and ethical behavior beyond sensory level. I mean, exploring how this insight translate into daily mindfulness and interpersonal boundaries. That's something we should, develop. And then it may also help to examine balance. I mean, just something like you can avoid aversions or disgust towards the body while maintaining the relatives and detachments. Just as something Buddha told us, meditation on the purities of the body should cultivate equanimity, and not just self-loathings or denial of the body's natural functions. Okay, just remember what we have done before. And then here about I just want to link what we are learning here to the middle way. That's the core, teachings of the Buddha. So we can reflect on the middle way. It's something like between in indulgence and suppressions with refined understanding up to liberation from sense of craving. Okay, so and some statistics next step. I think just you can continue daily practice, especially focusing on the four foundation of mindfulness. Something like mindfulness of our body, mindfulness of our feelings, mindfulness of our mind, and mindfulness of our, just our dharma. All right, just some precepts or something like a concept about the impermanence or compassion, something like that. And then we can combine, just a Schubert contemplations with loving kindness to balance detachment with compassion. So this is something like when we practice combining, just the meditation on the impurities of our body with love, kindness. And this one also help us to keep ourselves away from, attaching to the beauties of the body, something like that, right? And then we can reflect on how detachment from the body influences right speech and a right intention in everyday life. That's all my feedback. So any questions or any comments you want to share with us about all the readings we have got from the forum? Okay, you can say something. Any quick question for me or any comments you want to share with us?
I do like how you said that we should find equanimity, because that is the Buddha's teaching. So not too much to hate the body or be repulsed by it, and then neither like love it or be attached. Equanimity is the way in the practice. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's right. So any more comments or any quick questions? All right. So if you don't have any more questions about that or any comments, just let's move on to the main teachings. Just in terms of precept number 4. Okay. So the first one here, I want to focus on definition of false speech. And a false speech is defined as intentionally speaking what is not true. And the key word here, intentionally saying what is not true to deceive or harms someone else. So with the purpose of deceiving or causing harm, the Buddhas emphasize the importance of intention, because when it comes to speak with intention, it can be, just create bad or good karma. So if with the intention to deceive or harm someone else, that's very bad karma. So if you speak something that is not true by accident, that's not considered false speech. All right, according to the Buddha teachings. But if you lie with the intention to deceive or harm someone else, it becomes false speech. So the key word here, intention. I mean, just intentionally saying what is not true to harm someone. Okay, so and this precept encourages truthfulness and integrity in speech. And the next one, I just want to talk about the 4 kinds of false speech. And a false speech can be divided into 4 sub categories. Just the first one here is lying. Lying, it means saying something that is not true and intending to deceive or harm someone. Okay, and number 2, it's about divisive speech. So it means the words that cause divisions or conflict. That could be gossip or something like spreading rumors. Okay, who can take an example about this kind of false speech? Who can take an example in your daily life about us? Okay. Anyone else?
Just in general, Venerable, I feel like anybody can add and say something to this, but we can, maybe sometimes we hear somebody say something, and whether or not we like the person, we can take what another individual says and say the same message they did, but twist it based off of our personal feelings. If you have a dislike for somebody, you can manipulate or portray a different kind of story from words that someone says. That's not the right way to go about it, because you can hurt somebody who hears the words, and you can hurt the person who said them, because you're changing the story based off of your feelings.
Just change the stories, and because we do that, you aim to separate just one from the other. You just want to divide them, just you just want to pause a conflict between them. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Thank you. So well, number 3 is about harsh beat. So it means this one is something like using angry, cruel, or insulting words that can hurt someone's feelings, just or even just upset others. So and number 4, just idle chatter, just something like even idle chatter. It means meaningless talk that doesn't add value or often leading to wasted time or energies, of yourself and others. So when you understand these ties, you can reflect on our speech and ensure that you are speaking with the right ways that promote harmonies, and that can be just benefits yourself and other people's, especially when we should be aware of how to build a good relationship with just among other people. Yes. All right. So and the next slide is about the causes of false speech. And so just we according to the Buddha teachings, there are three rivalry factors that drive us to speak falsely. Okay, so number 1 is related to greed. So you just want to gain advantage, or just something like, for example, you may lie or exaggerate to gain something for yourself. All right, this very common phenomenon we often see with in our life because of our greed. You talk something in just say something wrong and say something false, just for the purpose of gaining something benefits or advantage from what you are doing. Okay, so and number 2 is about hatred. Just harsh words or angry words, or just divisive speech often stem from anger and a desire to harm someone. Yeah, because we, for example, when you hate someone and you want to say something very, just to to make them suffer a lot, something like that, right? And number 3, delusion. Delusion, it means ignorance or lack of mindfulness, or something like you speak without clear understanding or mindfulness. That can lead us to say something that are not true, or even that are not unhelpful. So these causes come from the 3 poisons. Just greed, hatred, and delusion. We have it know that before. This one of 3 poisons in our life. So by recognizing the causes, and we can start to know the root of our false speech, and then we can just leave it and what's wrong we are talking.
Can
Okay.
I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Do you
Why not?
see, for example, is a false speech when you, for example, send messages or you have conversation with someone, you come, for example, without being the person being if you are not present, for example, if I was sending messages to someone in the group and I was not present, you think it's false speech when that person came to see master and express herself or himself without that person be present, so that person cannot defend himself because he wasn't present. You think that's right?
You say again?
For example, if I was sending messages to someone in the group, in the chat, related to the chat, and that person came to see master without me being present, you think that's right? about the
Uh,
about what it's saying right now, cause for speech.
So it's very hard for me to say that's right or wrong. Yeah, because it depends on our situation. You know, when we come, because just remember, the more important thing is about intention and the purpose of what you are doing. When we come to the master to say something with him, for just
No, for example,
uh,
that was related. That was related of our chat. Our chat was created with a purpose. But I was sending messages to someone in the group, and the person said, "Okay, I'm gonna talk with Master just to let him know or something about the
yeah,
meaning of the chat." And at the
okay,
end, the person was saying private conversation, but he said, "Oh no, it's already the chat is already good. Everything is good. Was approved for masses." I think this is for the speech because I wasn't there to defend myself. But anyway, I was just to make clear this about the
yeah.
process for speech.
So as long as you aim to make harmonies, yes, and to get on well with someone else, it should be okay. But anyways, you should be more and more mindful of what you are um, saying. My tip is that when we can control yourself, you can say something. But when we cannot control yourself, you can lose yourself. You shouldn't say something. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your questions. That's very practical questions we often have in our life. Yeah. So one more examples about my class. So in my class, when I was in Vietnam, I taught in it to just teenagers, and some of them didn't do the homework. All right. So of course I got so angry. I got it's well likely for me to lose myself. I cannot control myself. Okay. But when I cannot control myself, I usually went out of the class and to practice a little. Make sure that when I can control myself with my mindfulness, all right, I would come back to the class and say something with my students. Yeah, that's very possible solution to can be applied in this situation. So make sure that as long as you can control yourself, when you are mindful, you can say something. When you cannot, you shouldn't. All right, you can go out and you need more time and more space to practice by yourself. Yeah, to trick yourself first and then trick someone else. It's okay. Oh, that's good. All right, so that's the time for you to talk with other. So here, now just I want to break into the small groups. Okay, you say something. Who wants to say something?
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is can anger go hand to hand with compassion and sometimes?
Okay. It means anger can go with compassion.
Yes.
So, someone out here, what do you think about that idea? Just say yes or no. Someone here. So he means that anger can go with compassion. Yes or no? Yes or no? Someone out here, what do you think?
Can you elaborate on that, please?
For example, I try to discipline, let's say, my child. If they don't listen, I use a little anger so they can understand better or pay attention to me. Something like that.
Mm, Venerable. So Master has been talking about tough love in the temple. So he was actually, and I don't know, Manuel, if you heard him, he was just talking about it this week, but he was basically saying like sometimes, because somebody brought up to Master for whatever reason, like he talks to certain people, and Master was saying, sometimes he can talk to some people in a certain way, but when he really wants to teach somebody something, he gives them tough love. And like it's like a mother with a child. So you can be nice and soft with your child, but sometimes when they need to really understand something, you give them, like they get a spanking, like Master said, or like they talk with them very firm. Not because you're like you hate them or you want to abuse them. If your intention is to, you know, show your kid a better way with love, like you're mindful, you see what you're doing, and you're trying to really get them to understand you with like just like a little shaking, like Master says, tough love. I don't think that's bad, because we can't pamper them all the time, right? So, but if you're just getting angry with no mindfulness and you're saying whatever, then you're harming your child and you're harming yourself. So I think your intention is very important.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
you a bad person or a bad parent. It's intention.
Well, I just want to give one more example about this situation. I just remember, uh, in my class, one of the students told me, I hate my mommy. I hate my mommy. Yeah, because my mommy pushed me to learn a lot. Yeah, okay. So and
Mhm.
when I didn't when I don't do my homework, even my mommy punished me. Okay, so
Mhm.
in this situation, something like you can see is the mommy is angry. Yeah, angry with what the son is doing. All right, but that's stem from the intentions of to do something good for him.
Mhm.
Yes, but here, just anger, just something appear outside, just behind
Mhm.
that. Yes, just something inside in her heart. The son is very important for her. Okay. Yeah. So it's not easy to realize for teenagers to realize what is the real love in our life.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it means we should be mindful even when you face to up to this situation. You should be mindfulness, and you should be very smart to teach your children,
Mhm.
to talk with someone else. So again,
Mhm.
when we cannot control yourself, you shouldn't say something. Just keep silent and go out, and then we need more time to practice to calm our mind down. Okay, that's very good suggestion for to practice. Okay, so again, when he, just he asked me, angry can go with compassion. I can say yes or no. It depends on a situation. Okay,
Mhm.
but because here, just hidden anger. That's just appearance, not
Right.
appearance, not something behind that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the important here about intention or
Mhm.
the purpose of saying something or doing something. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, and when you talk about the true, you see the true with clear image, the whole picture. You have a knowledge from your experience, so you can show the path to the person. But once Buddha say to Sati, you have been misunderstanding the Dharma. Whatever you call conscience is not permanent. Uh, and when Buddha said these words, he was using a strong voice, and it's not necessary one feeling right there. It's just to show the person
Mm-hmm.
the path, and it's just to let them see, to come to miss, to interrupt uh, their closeness, because whenever people is not wanting to help to hear you, you cannot force them, because you're reinforcing the resistance to the teaching or to whatever they want to learn. Sometimes we ask the person to let them see what their opinions are. If they show up their opinions, you can let them see what is true by their you make them analyze if this good or is bad, so you can make them see the consequences of their actions. So I think it's better than force them, because you're gonna reinforce the resistance that they're gonna make. It's gonna be something positive for them. So they're not gonna see you because they're blind by their feelings, and they're gonna be blinded by their feelings because it's a reaction, and on the way you let them react, because this is you give and receive. Um,
Mm.
let them a space whenever you ask a question. Let and a small space to let them see, to let them analyze it, and let the silence talk about the situation. Because when you fill up too much, you don't let the space in silence to let them organize their thought. They're gonna be repeating and repeating the same theme, and they're not gonna be blinding. So they're gonna be blind. They're not gonna be clear. They're gonna be blind by their feelings. So if you go for that from that place, it can be better for you. It can be better for anyone right there. So you ask the right question. It's gonna be good or positive for you. No, yes, you let them realize by themselves. I think they're gonna follow better what is good for them and what is not, because everybody know what is good and what is wrong. So everything is showing up if you make them know consciously what they're doing in that moment. That's what I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, yes, that's very good. I do agree with your thinking. And here, it's very important to have a space of silence, to kill, to think about the problem. Okay, yes, but the difference here between the cultures. I mean, for example, in the U.S., just teenagers have a lot of freedom to say something, even when they don't want to do something, to just deny directly. But in Vietnam, most teenagers, you don't have to listen to the advice from the parents or teachers. Yeah. So, in terms of education, the difference between education in Vietnam and the US, just in Vietnam, most of students should be show their respect, towards the teachers, and you should do something the teacher requires. All right, but here in the US, when you require something, you require the student to do something, even they can deny or refuse to do that. Yes, we cannot do something any more. Just it depends on the cultures. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Very
Yeah, I agree too.
interesting topic. Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you one more examples about how to follow this precept, how to keep this precept. So again, the important here is related to our intention. Even sometimes you say something wrong, okay? It's in not false bit. For examples, from the sutra, there is a story between the hunters and a deer. All right. So when the hunters, just is chasing a deer, and and then the hunter come to ask you, ask the monk. He is sitting meditation, and then practicing meditation, and the hunter asks the monk, and do you see the deer passing here? And he says, no, not at all. I can't see anything. All right. So in this case, the monk is telling a lie, but it's not false bit. Yeah, because he is telling a lie to save a deer. You can realize that.
Yes.
So yes, it's very important to realize the our intention. Yeah, because even when you say you tell a lie, yeah, but with the purpose of saving the life of someone else, it's okay. Even you can benefit someone else, it's okay. Yes. Okay, does it make sense for you? Okay, right. Okay, so now just I will break into small groups, and your task is to brainstorm the consequences of false bit and consider both the immediate effects and the long-term consequences of speaking falsely. Even you can give some examples. Just examples, something like you can think about the personal consequences and how does lying and speaking harshly affect and your gross mental peaks, something like in terms of social consequences and what happens to our relationship when we speak falsely. And one more examples about our spiritual consequences. I mean, just we can think about what impact does false speech have on our spiritual journey. Okay, are you ready to talk together in your proof?
Venerable,
Yes.
with the people who are in the temple, could we just break into groups in person?
Okay. Yes. All right. Just okay. You have 5 minutes to talk together about the consequences of false speech, and then come back to the main rooms and share your insights at a group. Okay. Just 1, 2, 3. One. Okay. So what is the next in the temple right now? What next? Who are in the temple right now? Just I cannot see something in the temple.
Yeah, if you see Venerable, they're all in like the screen. So if you scroll, you see Amina's like Tui Lien, her little window, you can see everybody on the floor in the temple. And then Ishmael has his window too. Can you see them?
Okay. I cannot see them or at all.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, just okay. Zoom user in the temple, right?
Yeah. And then just scroll, you can see them.
Okay. Yes. All right. Zoom user. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just wanna just 1, 2, 3, 4. And just wanna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. One more. Just zoom. Okay, you can talk with your friends in 5 minutes, and then come back to the main rooms and share your insights. So hi everybody, welcome back. Okay. All right. So okay. So welcome back. Just because when I am a student, I really love to talk a lot. Yeah, because I don't want to listen a lot from to the teachers. Yeah, I would like the teachers would give us more chance to share something. Yes. So
Mhm.
okay, so that's why when I am a teacher in the class, just I want to mentor in the class, I just want to give more chance for you to share something with your peers. Yeah, because when you talk with your peers, you can feel very free to share something. Okay, all right. So and do you agree with my idea?
Yes.
All right. So the first group, group number one, who want to be a representative of your group to share the talk with our class?
I believe we were in group number 1, but I'm sorry we weren't aware that we were grouped with Manuel. So I apologize, Manuel, if we didn't get to hear you.
Yes, I hear you very well.
Sorry,
Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, but
Okay.
before.
Okay, so Ismael and I came up with a list of coming from personal experiences that we've had of some consequences that we have faced through false speech. So some direct consequences would be like division, lack of trust, wrongful perceptions, judgment, disagreement. On the other hand, things like immediate regret, remorse, or guilt, suffering that's caused by this false speech.
Good job.
Or an increase of ego, delusion, selfishness, anger, impurity of the mind. Sometimes wrong speech can also lead to like wrongdoing or harmful actions. And if you lose mindfulness of this wrong speech, false speech, sorry, it can also become a bad habit.
Correct.
And ignorance. And then we kind of agreed that the largest consequence or the biggest consequence would
Is
be karma.
Mm-hmm.
Bad
Yeah, thank you. Yes, well done. Thank you for your sharing. So, very, very practical. You can see from the consequences of false speech, right? Thank you for your proof, right? And the next one, group number 2, who want to be a representative to talk about your group's ideas. Number 2. Yes.
Who's group 2?
Sure. Okay.
Who was whoever want to come next?
Yes. Group number 2.
I guess I'm talking. So,
Oh, I thought we were 3.
we're in there. I don't know.
No, you can do it.
You can go.
Okay.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. You
So-
go ahead. Right.
For us, we spoke about one of the consequences is discord among the Sangha and the causes and effects from that onto the lay people. So give an example of like Devadatta, what happened with the Buddhas when he completely split off and there was a separate Sangha and it caused discord among the lay people. Within Vasali, it brought harm to both of the Sanghas and brought a lot of distrust to the Dharma. On more of a heavier note, I guess you could say trigger warning, it's something that I feel like I feel like some of these things could not have been helped. So I'm not blaming anybody or anything for the situation, but I feel like kind of an extreme example of this is like when there's discord, then people feel like they are no longer welcome to be, say, at the temple. And so then they will stop coming, even though they might need it for their own well-being. And so, like, in that note, what we spoke about was I used to be on the security team at one point, and we have lost one of our former members to suicide. And I'm not blaming anybody for anything that happened, but when I was on the team, there was a lot of disagreements that would happen sometimes, and it wasn't uncommon for people to go away for a little bit and then come back, go away for a little bit and then come back because they might not feel welcome. And we never really know what someone is going through outside of these temple walls. So it is very, very, very important for us to stay in harmony. If we have a disagreement, try to have it at a one-on-one, try to squash it. Because it's not even just for the Sangha, it's not even just for those who are ordained or whatever, but we never really know who really needs to be at the temple from the matter of them really having a good life or for them falling victim to their own maras and to their own demons. And so that's what we talked about as one of the most severe consequences. What's not what we have in our us, but for the causes and conditions and effects for those that are around us that we might not even be aware of.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, awesome. Right. Just so that's why we often say words can be like a knife.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can be a sharp knife to kill someone else, right? Yeah, so that's mean we should be very, very careful, very mindful of what we are saying. Yes. All right. Thank you for your sharing. And group number 3. Number 3.
That was group number 3. That was me, Minerva, Shrey, and Hunning. I don't know who's group number 2.
Okay.
I
Who's
believe
belong
group
to number
is
2?
ready to talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, we discussed that line is really, we're hurting ourselves because we make ourselves miserable. Because one line has to cover another line and we have this continually. So we cannot be happy because we need to cover one line to another line. So really, we make ourselves really miserable. And it comes from ignorance, from not, being ignorant. That we think we're hurting the other person, but I think we're hurting ourselves more than what we're hurting other person when we're lying. And I feel like we don't love ourselves, we feel inferior. That's why we have to make up a lie so we can make ourselves look better. I have to make lies about the other person, but really lying is making me look worse. It's telling more about me, that I don't love myself, I feel inferior, than about the other person. So that's.
Yes, that makes sense to me. Yeah, because I think when you practice loving someone else, firstly, you should know how to love ourselves. Yeah, yeah, that's good point to practice. I think just because you just remember how to practice compassion. You just imagine firstly from yourself, and then from your relative, from your brothers and sisters, your parents, everyone, and then just laughter and laughter, and your compassion can be spread to all the people in your community, and then the people in your city, and the people in your country. Bigger and bigger, right? Yes, that can be origin, right? Thank you. So one more group, number 4. Number 4, the last one. No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Who is speaking? Yeah. It's be all right. Okay. So now let's continue with the next slide. Okay, let me share my screen again. So okay, so just this is what I am thinking of, and just let's review what's consequences of false bit based on what we have just discussed together here. And the first one in terms of personal consequences, and a false bit can lead to feelings of guilt and shame, or something like even fear, or you may lose trust in ourselves and others. All right. So the next terms is about social consequences. I mean, just false bit can create mistalk and a complete and even separations for example, relationships are often damaged when we lie, gossips, or speak something just wrong. Okay. And in terms of our practice, I mean just spirit or consequences. Of course, we can make bad karma because of false bits, which leads to moral suffering in the future. Of course, according to our knowledge, and it also creates obstacles in our meditations and our spiritual practice, and as it disturbs the peace of mind. And the Buddha taught that by refraining from false speech, we can create a foundation for peace, trust, and clarity. Okay. Okay. So the next one I want to focus on is the meanings of right speech. Okay, let me check again. Someone here. Please mute yourself, because when I am talking about something, you just make some noise. Please mute yourself, right? All right. Me. Someone here, please mute yourself. Okay, so this one is about the meanings of rice beet. Rice beet, as you know, is one of the elements of the noble eightfold path. I mean, just middle way, and it's essential for cultivating a peaceful mind and harmonious relationships. So, according to the Buddha teachings, there are four main principles of rice beet. Number one, speak the truth. It means you should say what is factual and honest. And number two, something like speak kindly. It means we should practice how to use gentle and compassionate language, thus uplifts others. So, for example, when we come to your home, and we can talk with your parents, and you talk with your children, you should say something good to uplift their spirit to make they feel better and better. Yeah, just speak some kind words. Okay, and number three, here speak manifestly. So it means we can ensure that your words are helpful and contribute positively to the situation. All right. When we want to say something, you should be aware of what you are saying to make sure that the what you are saying can benefit other people and can make them feel better and better. Even you can change them for the better, right? And the last one here, speak at the right times. So it means you know that what is the appropriate moment to speak, and one silence might be more helpful. So think back. Let me come back to the examples we have just talked before. The space of silence can be a possible solution, which can be applied in some situation. So that means you should say something at the right or proper times. And even sometimes you shouldn't say something, you just keep silent. It can be the way to cue to have a good relationship with other people. So when we practice rice beet like that, we can create an environment of trust and respect as well. Okay. And the next one here, I just want to share with you how to build a good relationship with rice beet. Okay, so building a good communication with rice beet requires practice and awareness. I mean, just you should practice more, not just something about theory. That's very practical way to have a good or effective communicate with someone else. So here are some tips to help you. So firstly, we should have just mindful pause before speaking. So for example, before speaking, you should take a moment to pause and reflect. Reflect what? You can say think about yourself, and then you can wonder that whether it is true or not true, or whether it's kind or not kind, or whether it's necessary or not necessary. Okay, you should take a moment to think about that before you say something. Number two, tip number two, this one about empathy. Just think of others' feelings. I mean, you should just consider the other person's feelings and needs. Just and then speak with your understanding, because when you have a real, a deep understanding, just you can give very good advice, but very effective advice. So that means you should show your empathy with someone else. So I mean, so here, the first and important factors is about understanding and then love. For example, right? When we love without understanding, even when you love someone else without understanding, that can be the trouble. Okay, so empathy, it means you should consider others person's feelings. And then tip number 3, honesty with kindness. Honesty with kindness, it means you should speak truthfully, but in a way that doesn't hurt someone's feelings. And tip number 4, active listening. So what is it? What does that mean, active listening? Who can tell me something about us from your thinking? What does that mean, active listening?
I think
Yes.
something I learned in school was listening with presence. So basically, it's kind of related to the concept of emptiness, but when you're listening to the person, instead of thinking about like, oh, this is going to respond, or oh, this reminds me of this, like you're truly just practicing seeing the person and not having anything going on in your mind so that you can actually really receive not just what they're saying, but also the emotions, the subtle cues that they're giving off. And it's like a deeper way of listening to them.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
Sorry.
I want to add a quick thing to this. In communication, we also get taught to, basic body language like eye contact, remaining present in the breath, maintaining an open, body, posture, and just being, I think, overall in awareness, active presence, and full consciousness.
Something. Oh,
Sorry.
hello.
So I think, you're unmuted.
You're good.
Go ahead.
Oh, something I learned in some of my psychology classes in college
School.
was the key to communication and active listening was basically 30% / 70%. So 30% of the time you want to speak, and then 70% you want to be listening. Also eye contact, like Lorenzo said. So that's very important. Like the 30-70% rule actually changed my life. And I feel like after that, once you start being mindful of how much you speak rather than listening, then the conversations that you start having are more mindful. 70-30.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. Just I do agree with your thinking, with your ideas. Yeah, because when you reflect on your body, you can see you have this one mouth, just one mouth, and we have 2 ears. Just one mouth, but 2 ears. It means we should speak, less than listen. All right. Yes.
Yes.
So, and in some situations, and just we need a space of silence. We just listen. In Buddhism, we have one bodhisattva. Just Avalokiteshvara bodhisattva. Do you remember her?
Yes.
All right. In Vietnamese, Quán Thế Âm. It means that the bodhisattva of compassion and active listening. Yes. So what are we active listening? Yeah, because when we learn something from the Avalokiteshvaras, we learn how to practice listen to someone else without judging what they are saying. Because here the purpose of our listening is to have a real understanding. We listen to them because we want to have them with to get over suffering. Yes, we want to show our sympathy and empathy for what they are saying. You are not listening to just what they are saying. This is right or wrong. It doesn't matter, right? It's right or wrong. It's right. Just try your best to listen so deeply and to have a good understanding. Yes. So, just in our daily life, sometimes communication is more about listening than speaking. Yes. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And of course, here, and we should give others the space to share their feelings. We just sit silent and then listen to what they are saying. Even you just listen, you can help them to relieve their sufferings. Okay, that's very good point to practice. All right. So the next one here, tip number 5. Repair words when needed. It means if you say something hurtful, you should apologize and restore the harmony. Even when you slip of tongue, slip of tongues, all right? We say something by accident, and then we should think about how to apologize for what you have just said, and that's the way to restore harmony. So these simple practices can help ensure that our speech contributes to peace rather than conflicts in our life. Okay, so and then just here, let's take a moment for reflections. Think about one area in our life and where we could apply right speech. And this can be your homework. Okay, yeah, because we don't have enough time to talk about that right now. So just reflections of building good communication with right speech. Think about one area is in your life where you could apply right speech more consciously. And maybe in your family, your workplace, your social media interaction as well. Something from the message from your Facebook, from any social media interaction, and then ask yourself, how can I use speech to promote understanding, kindness, and peace? And then you can write about us. All right. Okay. You can write around 100 words and submit your writings onto our group platform of WhatsApp. All right. Is that clear for you?
Venerable, can you go
Yes.
back 2 slides
There you go.
to, yes.
That's right. Okay. So this one just the practice of reflection again. Just so let me tell you again. You can think about just any areas in your life and where you can apply right speech, more consciously. As maybe that can be about in your family or in your workplace or even from just social media interaction. And then you should ask yourself, and how can I use speech to promote understanding, kindness, and peace? And then you can write 100 just about your reflections. It's okay?
Mhm.
All right. Is this clear for you?
Yes.
Oh, that
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
Yes,
All right. Okay. So any final questions for me? So what do you think about our lesson today? Is that useful for you?
Yes, I think it's very important.
All right. Thank you. And stop here. Goodbye.
Have a
Thank
good
you
night,
again.
Venerable.
Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See
Good
you
night,
guys.
Thank
everybody.
you.
Enjoy the reality show, Temple.
Thank you.